The food and medicine we consume are transformed into seven essential bodily elements: plasma, blood, muscle, fat, bone marrow, reproductive fluid, which sustain our body. Three dosh regulate our body: air, bile, and phlegm. Five types of vital air drive our body: pran, udan, saman, vyan, and apan. The body is also governed by 72,000 energy channels. Now tell me, can you name a disease that is completely cured by taking chemical-based medicine? Does BP get cured, or diabetes or thyroid get cured?
Maybe not.
Tell me about any medicine that cures a disease when taken, but the same medicine causes liver failure, it causes you kidney failure, and it also creates heart complications in the human body. These medicines are banned in European countries. Let me tell you this fact.
Ayurveda primarily focuses on preventing illness rather than just treating it. Secondly, it aims to heal those who are already sick. Are there any methods through which one can avoid falling in the first place?
There is a simple formula I would like to share with everyone. Bhojanante Visham Vari, which means water at the end of a meal acts like poison.
There are many different opinions everywhere, but I would like to understand from the Ayurvedic point of view, how much water is the right amount to drink?
So we need to ensure that we do not get trapped in any kind of theory.
Do not eat avocado.
This costs 200 rupees or this is 500 rupees. We are eating such expensive things. Why does it matter? After waking up, we should not get up in a hurry. We should get up slowly and calmly. We should always get up by turning to the right and not the left side, because our heart is on the left side. For those who have recently developed diabetes and it hasn't progressed too much, there is an Ayurvedic herb called gudamar. It is available in powdered form. Take just 1 teaspoon in the morning and 1 teaspoon in the evening. This can help manage the blood sugar levels. For those with high BP, there is an Ayurvedic tablet called Sarpagandha. Take 1 tablet in the morning and 1 in the evening from any Ayurvedic brand. It helps in controlling the BP naturally. Let's talk about sugar. It is the second most addictive substance after cocaine, and it is present everywhere in sweets, fizzy drinks, cold drinks, tea, coffee, and even in some lentils and vegetables as well. Here's a simple task. Search for the chemical medicines you take on Google. Now read about their side effects as well. You will realize how dangerous these medicines are and how many side effects they have, and there is no chemical medicine without side effects. So when we are fasting and do not consume any food for 24 hours, our body naturally starts eliminating diseased cells and reduces the chances of various illnesses. Even cancer cells begin to break down and get eliminated when we practice fasting. When we drink water in the morning, we should sit in squat position while drinking. In this position, when we drink water, apan vayu gets regulated. It is responsible for clearing stool and helps in proper digestion and detoxification.
Hello friends. A warm welcome to yet another powerful episode of our Law of Attraction podcast. Today's episode is going to be very special because many of you have commented and asked us whether we can heal our lives with the help of Ayurveda. Can we heal ourselves with the Ayurveda medicines? While mental health is extremely important, physical health is equally crucial. So is there any technique or method which we can combine and find a law of attraction, manifestation, positive thinking, and Ayurveda to heal ourselves? To discuss this, we have an expert with us today who works at Karma Ayurveda, and this is the brand who specializes in kidney-related treatments, helping people recover from various kidney diseases and many kind of diseases. And today they will share insights on how much Ayurveda, when combined with mental health practices, mindset shifts, and the combination of placebo effect, and with the combination of Ayurveda medicines, how can help us heal deeply and overcome different ailments. So Dr. Puneet, you are most welcome.
Thank you so much.
So I am really excited because we received a lot of comments from our listeners asking whether we follow Ayurveda, English medicine or homeopathy. Most of the people asked from me. And one comment we received many times, can you invite an Ayurveda doctor to the podcast? So finally, for all those who manifested this request, your manifestation has worked. Today we have a special guest with us. First of all, a warm welcome to you, doctor.
Ji, thank you.
For the very first time on our channel, we are going to have a conversation with an Ayurvedic doctor. We would love to understand how Ayurveda is different from other treatment methods like homeopathy, like allopathy or English medicines. Many people have certain myths and misconception about Ayurveda, but since you have been in this field for a long time, we would love to hear your thoughts on this. How important is Ayurveda in today's time?
See, first of all, I would like to define what health truly means. Many people think that if they are Physically fine, physically fit, they are healthy, but according to the World Health Organization WHO, health is a state of complete well being physically, mentally, socially, and spiritually. So, there are four aspects of health. Most people assume that being physically fit is enough, but mental, social, and spiritual well being, all these aspects are equally important for our good health. Interestingly, Ayurveda recognized these four aspects thousands of years ago, while WHO gradually included them over the period of time, first physical, then mental, followed by social, then spiritual. Now let's talk about how advanced Ayurveda is. If we go back in history, Ayurveda is believed to be at least 5000 years old, and some even claim it dates back to 9 lakh years when Lord Hanuman brought Sanjeevani booty to revive Lakshmanji. On the other hand, allopathy is relatively new, approximately 200 to 250 years old. Ayurveda is a time tested medical science that has stood the test of time for thousands of years. It has been tested and has existed for so many years and has benefited us. So, there's a popular tagline from a very well known detergent brand that says, use first and then believe.
Right.
But in Ayurveda, it is the opposite. First, you have to believe and then you have to use it. Just as you said, belief is very essential in Ayurveda. If we take medicine with complete faith in Ayurveda, its effect multiplies by at least 100 times and it works much better for our own benefit compared to just consuming something casually. Anything that we take, whether it's food, medicine, or any remedy for our benefit, if taken with belief, it benefits us. So whatever we eat or consume, we take it with faith and mindfulness so that it nourishes us. The food we consume gets transformed into 7 bodily tissues: plasma, blood, muscle tissue, fat tissue, bones, bone marrow, reproductive tissues. Our body functions are based on 3 doshas: air, fire, and earth. Additionally, the body is governed by 5 types of air: pran, udan, saman, vyan, apan. Furthermore, the body is supported by 72,000 energy channels. So it is very important that whenever we eat, we do so with complete focus and devotion. We should eat with full mindfulness and gratitude. And while eating, we should avoid.
Any other
Nowadays, I see while eating, people are using their mobile phones. Parents place a mobile screen in front of them while they're eating, so the child doesn't get distracted and doesn't disturb. It is a very bad habit and an unhealthy practice to give a child a mobile phone while they're eating. And you're also watching a mobile. So where are we heading? If we continue like this, diseases are bound to affect our body. I even see that people take their phones to the washroom. Wherever they go, the phone is in their hands. When you take your phone to the washroom, since we are talking about the law of attraction, our focus there should be on ensuring proper digestion and smooth bowel movements to clear our stomach properly.
Correct.
But if you're sitting there engrossed in your phone with your attention completely on the screen of the phone and you expect your digestion to be proper, then it will never happen. You can take my word for it. The phone is the biggest pathology for our body. If there is any major disease we are clinging to these days, it is the mobile phone. Wherever we go, whatever we do, we are doing it through our phones. We have become slaves to our phones.
Yes, right.
Without even realizing it and without wanting to, we are addicted to our own mobile phones.
Correct.
We are not able to pay attention to our body. We are so engrossed that we are either following or being followed by a mobile phone.
I think you are absolutely right. When we talk about manifestation, positivity, or focus, if we are multitasking, even in the washroom, then nothing will be done properly. And as you mentioned, the phone has become such a massive addiction that it is likely one of the biggest reason behind this. Somewhere a major part of our mindset is shaped by the content we consume. We are constantly feeding our minds in different ways.
Look, the world is round. It started with Ayurveda and now people are gradually returning to it. The thing is, we tend to follow the West first. We observe what they do and then we imitate them. What is happening? They are turning towards yoga.
Right.
Many people have suffered from overuse of antibiotics, so they are shifting towards Ayurveda. Unfortunately, we are forgetting our own medical system, our own culture. Even Swami Vivekananda gained greater recognition only after being acknowledged by the West. It's a sad reality and nothing to be proud of.
Correct.
We are gradually forgetting our own traditions. Take a simple household thing like turmeric. We have been using turmeric for thousands of years, yet we fail to recognize its true value. We only use it as a simple spice. It is anti-infectious and also works as an antibiotic for us. It has many properties that help keep our body healthy. But today, we have forgotten completely about turmeric. While America is busy patenting turmeric, And once it gets patented there, turmeric will not be easily available. It will become difficult to attain. We are forgetting our own things and turning towards chemical based medicines. In China, if someone falls ill, they first go for Chinese medicine, and if they do not benefit from it, only then they go for chemical based medicine. Here, the situation is opposite. We first go for chemical based medicines, those with side effects on the body. And when we don't get relief and the doctor says nothing can be done for now you go for some other solution. Then they finally say, let's turn to Ayurveda. It means patients often reach a stage where recovery becomes very difficult. If the patient had turned to natural remedies earlier, they would have benefited much more. The problem is that we are losing faith in our own traditional knowledge, even though our culture is incredibly rich. In our country, as per my understanding, there are only about 10 to 12 days when the sun is not visible to us. We have 16 climatic zones and 6 seasons. With such an abundance of natural resources, we do not really need chemical-based medicines at all. When sunlight is present here, so many medicinal herbs grow naturally, whereas in other places this isn't possible due to lack of sunlight. In some regions, temperature dropped to -20, -30, -50, making chemical-based medicines a necessity for those people. It is not our necessity to use those chemical-based medicines. We have such an ample availability of medicinal herbs that we can heal ourselves using them.
But tell me one thing, this myth. Let's talk about it first. Let me explain. As much as I have heard since childhood, I've always heard that if you need quick relief, take English medicine, take allopathy, and if nothing else works, the last option is Ayurveda. But Ayurveda takes time. It doesn't show effects so quickly. Keeping this time factor in mind, people consider this treatment as the last resort. Is this actually a myth?
Alright, so you said, Amitt, that if we want to recover quickly, we need to take chemical-based medicines and start working.
Right.
Now please tell me one more thing. Name a disease that gets cured completely by taking chemical-based medicine. Does BP get cured?
People take it for whole life.
Does their sugar get cured?
No.
Does thyroid get cured?
Maybe not.
Name any disease that gets cured by taking those chemical-based medicines. You go to the doctor, you go to the hospital to get cured over there. You go there and become their permanent patient over there. You keep taking medicines for life. You start with diabetes medication, then gradually your dosage increases. Later you find out that your HbA1c is not under control. Gradually you start taking insulin, then insulin dose keeps increasing. And then you realize insulin has multiple side effects. It starts causing complications in multiple organs in the body. Then you treat those complications and get trapped in the endless cycle and trapped deeper and deeper. Whereas, if you look at the definition of allopathy, its meaning is go check on Google everything except treatment. Everything but actual treatment. If there is an emergency or a critical condition, you can go for allopathic treatment. But if you think that taking a pill will cure your disease, then no disease is actually cured by taking pills. Antibiotics are a big issue for our country today. We don't even need them if we turn to Ayurveda completely. We have everything available in abundance. There's no need to take antibiotics to kill bacteria in our body because the good bacteria in our gut dies due to antibiotics.
Right.
Leading to numerous number of problems. Stomach issues arise. Many patients come with complaints after taking antibiotics. In America, people are fed up with taking antibiotics. They are moving towards holistic treatment, moving towards Ayurvedic and other alternatives. The key point to understand is that Ayurveda works at the root cause of the problem. If you cure diabetes at its root with Ayurveda, you will not need insulin, right? You will not have to go for insulin and you will not face multiple problems in your liver, kidneys or heart. There won't be complications. So it's important to understand, do you want to cure the disease from the root or become a permanent patient?
You are right.
This is a huge
important.
thing. Secondly, if we talk about surgery, if there is a serious complication, you can take treatment over there. Emergency treatment should definitely be taken. But even today, the father of plastic surgery is Acharya Sushrut. Acharya Sushrut was a great Ayurvedic scientist who used to perform surgeries. He performed rhinoplasty thousands of years ago. Many thousands of years ago, in ancient times, kings did not cut off heads, they used to cut off noses. At that time, India had 1500 rhinoplasty centers where broken noses were reconstructed. And Ayurveda Imagine Ayurveda was so advanced in many universities, including in countries like Germany, statues of Acharya Sushrut have been installed. This means
Oh,
that even today the metals and instruments we use in surgery were far more advanced back then, thousands of years ago. At that time, the surgical instruments were made from 7 metals so that they don't
hmm,
rust. Today we mostly use iron. So
hmm,
that's how advanced Ayurveda is.
hmm.
We are continuously abandoning Ayurveda, forgetting our own culture, our roots. But if we want to be healthy, if we want to be disease free, just as fast food chains are increasing, the chains of allopathic medicines and doctors and hospitals are also growing. So we must return to our own culture, our heritage, and Ayurveda. We have to return.
This is very beautiful. Everything you are saying, I can understand somewhere because it is clearly visible that the more people turn to allopathy, the bigger disease like diabetes are becoming, and doctors say that you have to take medicines for life. It means there is no permanent solution. Instead of this, people go for quick solutions, and people are don't want to turn toward Ayurveda. And I feel this is a huge mental block, a very big mental block. Okay.
Yes, you can understand it's a mental block, but you must have seen in many cases a patient has a knee
Mm,
pain or they have a headache, so they take a painkiller. By taking that pill, they temporarily suppress the pain.
right.
That pill will cause complications in liver, kidneys, and many other places in the body, and they will not think
They
about it.
won't think about it.
It's possible that after many years or some time later, they develop a problem, but they don't realize what caused it. They will say that my diet was fine, everything was fine, but so many medicines banned in other countries are openly available here as OTC over the counter drugs, chemical based medicines which come with countless side effects.
Can you tell me the medicine's name which you
You
know
must have
about?
seen a common medicine, Nemuslide, a blue colored pill.
Yes,
It
yes.
is very commonly available. Fever patients take it. Especially in the interior areas, they take this medicine and their fever goes away immediately. One pill, no matter how the fever is, it will go down. But the same medicine causes liver failure, it damages our kidneys, and it brings complications to the heart. So these medicines are banned in European countries and in the United States as well, yet they are openly prescribed by doctors over here, and many patients unknowingly take
Mm,
them. You take the blue pill, and the fever disappears like magic. These so called magic pills that work quickly, the ones you say provide instant relief, will definitely leave side effects on your body. This is a sure shot fact.
mm.
And you think your disease has been cured.
My God. So I feel people are not able to think about this. Okay, great. That means there is a lot for me to take in from today's podcast. Okay, sir, tell me one thing in Ayurveda. I
Hmm.
think you also discuss about this. And I have read about it in many places that Ayurveda talks a lot about the mind-body connection. That Ayurveda emphasizes that when our mind aligns with it, we can heal our body so much better. And in the law of attraction, we talk about the same thing, whether we call it the placebo effect or understand it according to our faith, as you mentioned in the beginning. So, in your opinion, how important is our mind in the healing process?
You see, it's a very simple thing that our psychology, which is there, what we think, it controls our physiology as well. Physiology is something that releases our hormones. If our mood is good, our body remains very happy, excited, and full of energy. If our mood is bad, the body becomes dull and goes into a defensive mode. This is a very common fact. If we want to control our body, Ayurveda does not believe in organ-based approach. The principle of Ayurveda is to take a holistic approach to the entire body.
Hmm.
While I have told you about the side effects of many diseases, Ayurvedic medicines have side benefits.
Okay.
If you take a medicine, it does not just affect one particular area, it might also impact your mind and different organs in your body as well. So we consider the mind and body as a single entity.
Okay.
We take it as one entity and focus on healing it as a whole. Meditation has also been mentioned in yoga. All these things, medicine, diet, yoga, meditation, and acupressure, all these things, they work together in a common synergy. When they function in harmony, when they function together, the entire body begins to heal properly. Today, people around the world are consuming antidepressants.
Right.
People are sick, Their sleep and wake up schedules are disrupted, and many around 10 to 20 crore people cannot digest food properly. In our country, around 10 to 12 crore people have diabetes, a similar number suffer from BP. I feel that out of 5 people, 4 to 4.5 are unwell today.
Hmm.
So we can say 9 out of 10 people are sick in today's times. Whereas, if we go back around 500 to 700 years in time, diseases were much fewer, and people used to live for 100 years at least.
Correct.
If we go even further back to the era of Charak and Sushrut, we would have to think about what diseases even existed. The environment was so healthy that diseases could not have survived around us. So what happened that diseases have been increasingly so rapidly in today's time? What went wrong that diseases have increased so much that every other person, or rather every person, is suffering from some minor or major illness? It is Kali Yuga. So what happened is that we reduced the practice of Ayurveda. We have gradually moved away from our own Ayurveda. And the small things that are very helpful in keeping our body healthy, we are gradually forgetting them. And we are moving towards illnesses. Then we take pills, suppress the illness, but do not cure it. And a chemical pill for fever, you see, will only suppress the fever.
Right.
Whereas fever is a friendly ailment for us. And cough and cold are also friendly ailments. If the fever is too high, medication should be taken. It is not that we should not take it. But at that time, fever is our body's reaction. And instead of allowing our body to fight, we suppress it.
Meaning we are suppressing the fever, not the illness itself, which is actually the issue or the root cause.
Fever is our body's response to suppress the illness.
Right. It is giving
The
a signal.
fever is actually giving a reaction to the illness. And we are suppressing the fever only. We are taking medicine to suppress the immunity that our body is providing in form of fever. Fever falls under the category of friendly diseases. It is good for our body. If the fever does not rise excessively and there are no other complication, it is not a big problem. But we suppress it, and this is the exact psychology on which chemical medicine work. Any disease is suppressed symptomatically, but not eliminated
It does
from
not
its
end there.
root cause.
Wow.
Whereas Ayurveda believes in eliminating the disease from its root cause. It believes even more that you should not fall sick at all. That you should not get ill, but rather maintain your lifestyle. Keep your thought process so positive that you do not fall sick. Swasthasya swasthya rakshanam aturasya vikar prashmanam cha. The first aim of Ayurveda is to maintain the health of a healthy person, and the second aim of Ayurveda is to cure the person who is sick. So the first priority is to not fall sick at all. If you follow Ayurveda properly, implementing everything from A to Z, you will not fall sick at all. Ayurveda is that powerful and that effective.
Okay, great. Sir, I feel you have touched on 3 to 4 very important points. I will go back and ask about them one by one. First, you mentioned that Ayurveda primarily focuses on preventing illness before it even occurs. This is the first rule. Second is to heal those who are already sick. So, are there any specific method in Ayurveda that we can follow and prevent disease? What is the basic formula? What is the formula about this?
If you follow these principles, I will share a simple yet powerful formula. This one habit is the root cause of 107 diseases, and I believe 90% of people in India do this, leading to ailments like high LDL, VLDL, cholesterol, uncontrolled diabetes, and elevated uric acid levels. You see, all these diseases are related to this one thing only. Here's the simple formula I want everyone to know. Bhojanante Vishamvari. This means drinking water immediately after a meal is like consuming poison. Many people have the habit of eating food and immediately drinking water after having food. So when you drink water after having food, it prevents proper digestion of food in the stomach.
Oh.
Just like food is cooked with the help of fire, just as food gets cooked when fire burns on the flame, the digestive flame, just as food is cooked on a gas flame, similarly, when we eat food, it is digested by what we call the digestive fire. It is called Jataragni. So when we pour water on it, what will happen? It will be extinguished.
Right.
So that undigested food remains in the body, and that is called Am in Ayurveda. Am is said to be the cause of 107 diseases. Now what we do, we eat food, drink water, eat food, drink water. It has become a habit. And so many people have digestive issues.
Oh.
So we should drink water half an hour to 45 minutes after we eat food. If needed, we can have small sips, but we should not drink water half an hour before as well.
We should not drink before half
We
an
should
hour.
not have water before so that we can feel hungry. And we
Right.
should use water half an hour to 45 minutes after eating food. If we follow this rule, I believe it will help in getting rid of many diseases and provide relief from many ailments to all of us.
Amazing. I feel like that I have heard this before, but I don't know the reason behind it. There are many people in the society who need a reason to be convinced, otherwise, they won't follow it.
Along with this, we also need to keep a few things in mind while drinking water.
Okay.
You might have also heard that water should be drunk while sitting.
Yes, you are right.
That please sit down, don't drink water while
Right,
standing.
correct.
So there is also a scientific reason behind this. We used to hear these things from our elders. It was being passed on from generations that sit down, don't stand while drinking water.
Right.
So when we drink water while sitting down, our center of gravity shifts to our stomach. Water gets
Okay.
digested properly when we drink while standing. The center of gravity shifts away from navel. So we should have water while sitting and not while standing. Water
Okay.
should always be sipped slowly and not gulped down in one go. When we sip water, the saliva, which is there in our mouth, which is alkaline in nature, basic, mixes with it. Our stomach, on the other hand, contains acid HCl. When we sip water, one sip at a time, it mixes with the saliva in our mouth.
Right.
So these salivary glands work 24 hours without any break. The saliva mixes with the water and then reaches stomach. Amylase. The water in our mouth mixes with the alkaline saliva while our stomach contains acid. When the alkaline acidic substances combine, they neutralize each other. They balance the pH level. It will help reduce acidity and provide relief from digestive issues. It keeps Vat, Pitta, Kapha in balance. This is such a powerful principle.
Wow. I had exactly heard about this, that we should not drink water while standing, but along with that, I also heard that if you drink water while standing, it causes knee pain. Is this also a myth? Is it connected to the knees, or is it only related to what you explained?
Look, when we drink water while standing, the center of gravity shifts in the
Yes,
body.
you are right.
It can shift to the knees, legs, or anywhere else in the body. So water also gets digested. So preferably, when kidney patients come to us, we often see that their kidneys are not functioning properly, leading to the swelling in their legs.
Right.
Swelling comes in their stomach, which leads to pitting edema in the legs. Due to water accumulation, if we press the leg in that area, a pit or dent forms,
Okay.
which slowly returns to normal.
It won't return.
It will not return to normal. The dent will remain because their kidneys are not functioning properly.
Okay.
This is very important, especially for the kidney patients, but even for common people who have no health issues. Drinking water while sitting down is highly beneficial for the human body. Water should not be consumed while standing.
And is there any specific guideline, since different sources provide different information? I would like to know from an Ayurvedic point of view, how much water is right amount?
Yes, many people are confused about how much water they should drink and
Yes.
how much they shouldn't. Now we need to understand that our body itself signals how much water we need to drink. This is a simple formula for this particular issue. You must have noticed when you drink water, it is neutral and does not contain any kind of acid, but when it leaves the body in the form of urine, it becomes acidic.
Right.
So when we drink water, our body flushes out toxins through urine. So our urine basically indicates us how much water we need to drink and how. If your urine is white or pale yellow in color, it means you are drinking the right amount of water.
Okay.
If your urine is of dark yellow color, it means you are drinking less water. You need to increase your water intake. Many people say drink 3 liters, 5 liters, or 2 liters of water in one day, but there is no fixed formula for this. If we are sitting here and doing minimal physical activity, we may need less water. However, a laborer or rickshaw puller who works hard all day, they toil a lot, so they require more water.
Yes.
So your body will signal how much water you need. However, keeping a limit of 2 to 3.5 or 4 liters is a good range. I think this would be sufficient for most of the people out there.
Okay. Because different sources give different recommendations. Some say 2 liters, some say 3 liters, and some say 5 liters. But they don't explain why.
Many patients have heard that drinking more water is good for body, so they start drinking 5 to 6 liters in a day. Drinking too much water can upset your stomach and may even lead to other health issues. So water should be consumed only as per your thirst and enough to keep the body fit. There is no fixed rule for everyone. The problem is that social media is full of random health tips. And sometimes small misleading advice goes viral. Because of this, people get confused and they are completely misled.
Right.
Now, if someone shares a random tip without explaining the science behind it, people will not understand whether it's true or not. Anyone can come and speak on social media. Their qualifications do not matter at all.
Exactly.
And because of this, people are suffering from it. So it's not like you saw some random reel saying that keep gulping down water continuously and now you're spending all time drinking water. So that will
And this
harm
is the
you.
process.
Your stomach will be upset and you will develop more health issues too.
Okay. According to what you mentioned about Vat Pitta, and I have heard that our food habits should also be different based on them. So, how can one identify what is the right food for their body and what is not suitable?
Look, our bodies are different from one another. Now, a person can have Vata dominant body, someone can have Vata and Pitta, someone can have Pitta or Kapha dominant. Our body's natural constitution is based on these. Some people prefer hot food while others prefer cold food. But according to the Ayurveda principles, our diet should always be based on the region we live in, where we are living. For example, in India, if we are in the region of Gujarat, the air might be dry, whereas in Chennai, the air might be humid. So the climatic conditions of both places are different. And what are we consuming? We are having international food. We are eating pasta, pizzas, burgers, cold dogs, hot dogs. We are having all these things. We are not eating according to our body's needs, but according to our taste buds,
Right.
according to our tongue's cravings. So our food habits have become completely international now, but food should not be international in nature. So
Okay.
can there be a common diet in India?
Maybe not.
Absolutely right. Diet should never be nationalized either.
Oh, okay. Because
Never.
every place has different weather conditions. That's why. Am I right?
Exactly. Every place has different climate, different weather, different water, and different soil. Everything is unique. So whatever grows in a particular place, that is best for the people living there. And the diet should always be local. Many people eat fruits and say we are eating the most expensive fruit. But when eating fruits, always choose the cheapest, locally available fruit that is the most beneficial for us.
That's right.
Why? Because the cheapest fruit which is available locally is the one that will actually benefit your body. The most expensive fruit will only please your tongue, just the 2.5-inch taste buds on your tongue. The cheapest fruit will always be the seasonal fruit, and that is the best for our body. It will give us the maximum benefits. So we must remember not to get trapped in any kind of random
Do
theories.
not eat avocado.
It is 200 rupee kgs, 500 rupee kgs, and we are thinking that we are having good things. So people link this to social status. But whatever grows around you is the best for your body and gives the most benefits. It will be absorbed properly, helps in building essential nutrients and benefit you.
Now we take an example. We live in the North Delhi. Okay. So here not much grows locally. Mostly things come from Punjab, UP or Haryana. Delhi itself does not produce much. So in this situation, if people ask, what should we eat?
Look, here we are talking about not the state boundaries. Delhi is a metro city, but rather we are talking about boundaries based on air, water,
okay,
and
both.
climate. So this is what we will actually consider in this.
Okay,
This
got
is North India, and South has a different climate, East is different, West is different. So air, water, and soil vary across regions. If we choose our food accordingly, it will be better and healthier for our body. It will give us benefits. It is important to understand that we should not follow an international diet. Many people eat pasta, they add milk, salt, and many other things. At first, it tastes delicious. When I ate it for the first time, I also liked it. But it is this thing which is causing harm to us. We are eating incompatible food.
Yes,
We
yes,
consume
right,
salt
right.
with milk, which is the biggest incompatible diet. And many people say that I eat pasta every day and I have no problems, right? So, we need to understand that issues won't arise immediately after eating. It is possible that everyone might not face problems, but many will face issues. This is also a possibility.
So which are the incompatible foods? Because I actually heard once that lemon should not be added to papaya. It is incompatible food. Maybe, I don't know. But which fruits, vegetables or food items should not be combined with each other?
Like never eat fish with milk. Ghee should never be used in equal quantity with honey. You must have heard many times about a dish very popular in the north of our country, since we are talking about north, kadhi pakoda. which is common in Punjab, Kadi Pakoda is a kind of poison that we are consuming.
So we eat fritters with curry, right?
When we make fritters with
Yes, yes,
curry,
yes.
we make it by boiling the curd which is with
Yes,
us.
yes.
When you heat the curd to prepare it, we turn it into poison. And then we add fritters to it and then we consume that food.
Oh.
Because the nature of curd is actually hot, its effect is already warm. When we heat it further, it becomes sanskar viruddh. It is incompatible and it is told that it is the most harmful thing as it blocks our channels.
Hmm.
So when we eat curd like this, we should always take some precautions. Curd should never be eaten at the night time, never be heated, but we can eat curd during the day, especially in the afternoon. At night, curd increases cough. It is abhishandi, it blocks our body channels and clogs the throat. The curd available in the market is absolutely useless. It provides no benefit because it is pasteurized. The curd made at home by ourselves, that is the best for us. Homemade curd is beneficial. That gives us the maximum benefits. You might also say curd is more beneficial for gut bacteria and good for gut
Yes.
health. It increases the good bacteria in the body. When people take antibiotics, their good bacteria die. So for them, consuming curd for 15 days is very beneficial because their good bacteria will actually start to increase
Will increase.
after having curd, which died due to antibiotics. And also the best vessel for setting curd is a clay pot, a mitti ka bartan. In it, the natural properties of curd remain intact and it also retains all the beneficial qualities.
Now tell me, sorry to interrupt you. As you mentioned that salt should not be added to milk. Does that mean the raita made from curd is also problematic?
Yes, absolutely. You have asked a good question. When we make raita from curd, it also harms us a lot because curd contains bacteria. Now you have added a chemical process by mixing salt into
Yes.
it. When you add salt to it, all the bacteria in the curd, they die. Because a chemical process occurs, the same happens when you add sugar. It causes a chemical reaction, killing all the beneficial bacteria in the curd. And when you eat fried fritters soaked in curd, it does not provide any benefit. Instead, it can be very harmful. So curd should always be eaten bland without adding any salt or sugar. If you want to add something, you can use khand, which is called natural sugar, or jaggery, or raw sugar, as all these things enhance both the efficacy and the taste of the curd which you are consuming.
Great, sir. Thank you. This is a very important thing that you are sharing. And I'm sure it will help many people. So, for overall health, as you mentioned about metals, so for overall health, what should be focused on the most?
Look, for overall health, as I have mentioned before, if we follow everything according to Ayurveda, it is very beneficial for us. So, if we talk about mental health, the most important thing is that whenever we wake up, the first thing we should do in the morning is to express gratitude to the Almighty. We say thanks to God. Why is it necessary to do this? Many people say we have nothing to do, so why should we be grateful to God? But this is how a lot of people think. So, I would like to tell all of them that 2.5 lakh people did not see that next morning, but we are among those who woke up. So, for that, we can be grateful. Many people watching this have a smartphone in their hands, while countless others don't even have access to one. Most importantly, we were fortunate to have food today, and for that, we can be thankful. Many people might not have food to eat, and there are countless reasons to be grateful and thankful. And when we practice gratitude, our focus shifts to all the things that we have rather than what we do not have or what we have lost. And when our focus shifts, the chances of depression decrease significantly.
Right.
Such people will not suffer from dementia or Parkinson's disease if we follow the simple 5-minute practice for every day. We can prevent all these issues. So, after waking up, what should be the second most important thing we do for mental health? After waking up, we should not get up in a hurry. We should rise calmly. Always get up turning to the right side, not the left, because our heart is on the left side.
Right.
So when our body is in a relaxing stage, when our body is horizontal, the blood flow remains balanced. When we get up by turning to the right side, the blood flow gradually shifts to the right, which also improves our digestive fire, the Jataragni. If we get up by turning to the left side, it puts pressure on our heart, which is why we should avoid it.
Oh.
And never get up in a hurry. Sit on the bed for 2 minutes and then start your day. That's all.
Hmm.
And after that, which should be placed on the ground first, which is also scientifically and mentally beneficial for us. Whenever we observe, we have a Surya Nadi and a Chandra Nadi. One is more active while the other is less active.
Right.
At different times of day, one will be more active and then the other will be less active. So after waking up in the morning, check which Nadi is more active. If the left is working, now which one is active for you?
The right one.
Even mine is active on the right
Okay.
side. So in the morning, if you see that your right Nadi is active, place your right foot first on the ground. And those whose left nadi is active should place their left foot on the ground first. When we do this, the grounding energy instantly activates our body. So these are very small habits, but in the long term, they are highly beneficial for keeping our body healthy and preventing illnesses. Now, everyone should also take 5 minutes for pranayam after this thing. Many people say we do exercise, we don't need pranayam every day. But there is a big difference between gym workouts and pranayam. You should understand this. Gym workouts are great for muscles, for keeping muscles strong and maintaining the body weight well. But pranayam, on the other hand, is excellent for our internal organs and overall well-being. Our body functions through 5 types of air and 72,000 nadis. When we practice pranayam, all these get activated and prana shakti flows into the body. So pranayam is extremely beneficial for our organs and for the mental health. It has many advantages for us. Meditation for just 5 minutes. It works the same way as sharpening an axe before cutting the wood. Similarly, 5 minutes of meditation sets the tone for a great and a very productive day. So we must do it. If we adopt these small habits, our mental health will automatically improve, our physical health will get better, and we will remain full of energy throughout the day.
No, I think this. I did a podcast some time ago, and that was the first time I understood about Swara Vigyan, where you are mentioned checking the Nadi, and it really helped me a lot. Thank you for sharing this again. And it will be a great reminder for people about how such a small thing like which foot to place on the ground first can bring significant changes. And I have personally seen a lot of positive changes in my life. A lot. So great, sir. Thank you. Now I want to ask you something, one question. When people face issues like diabetes or sugar problems, these are long-term issues, not just recent ones. And many people actually don't know what to do, where to go, which medicines to take, where to go for Ayurveda or not. They just go with whatever consultation they receive and continue with it. But I want you to share some of the most important problems that many people suffer from, those that trouble them a lot. What Ayurvedic treatments can help them? For example, diabetes is a major issue today. Many of the people are suffering from diabetes and they are very sick. So in the case of diabetes, what should people do?
For those who have recently developed diabetes and it hasn't progressed much, there is an Ayurvedic herb called Gudmad. It comes in powder form. Start taking 1 teaspoon in the morning and 1 teaspoon in the evening for sure. 90% of people will see their diabetes coming under control. And along with this, you need to watch your diet and eating habits as well. Additionally, brisk walking for at least 30 to 45 minutes daily is a must. If you follow these basic steps, you will see great results and diabetes will be significantly controlled. Otherwise, you see what happens, people take diabetes pills which leads to high BP. Then they take BP pills which increases the chances of diabetes again. It's a vicious cycle, that is all. So, the less dependent we are on chemical-based medicines, it will be better for us. Many people develop diabetes and within a few years, they get blood pressure as well and vice versa. So, Gudmar Churan is a must for everyone with diabetes. As the name suggests, it literally means the one that kills sugar. Gudmar. When sugar increases, it has a significant impact on all the organs. In simple terms, our blood thickens. When the blood thickens, it affects the liver, the heart, and all the organs, making them work much harder than before. This increases the complications of organ damage. The complication chances increase. So, a 45-minute brisk walk and a gap of 4 hours between dinner and sleep are a necessity. There should be a 4-hour window between dinner and sleep. If we follow these few small things, diabetes can be controlled. Like many patients have normalized their sugar levels and those on insulin have reduced their dependency. These are very basic things. Although this will greatly benefit you, but still you should go to a nearby Ayurvedic physician as your family doctor, whoever is available around you. You can ask them. You will receive complete guidance there on how Ayurvedic treatment can benefit you. So, the main thing is to make an Ayurvedic doctor near you your family doctor.
Amazing, amazing. Apart from this, sir, as you mentioned that many people who are taking diabetes medicines got troubled by BP. If someone has high BP, what should they do? If it is low, what should they do?
Look, if someone has low BP, it can be managed through their diet. Giving them slightly salty water and similar things can help a lot. Low BP is more immediately dangerous because it can cause dizziness and person can collapse anywhere. So low BP generally occurs less frequently. It is dangerous, but we should control it immediately. Those with high BP usually consume too much salt. The first step is to reduce salt intake. We often use iodized table salt, which is usually a Western concept. Here we even add salt while eating and then sprinkle more on top because we wanted to copy the West. They keep salt on the table and then call it table salt, which they add to their food after salt has been already added to the food. So we have consumed salt in both the ways, doubling our salt intake and consequently sodium intake. So this is then raising our blood pressure. And our arteries and all the organs that we have, they experience strain which leads to damage over time. So first of all, reduce salt intake. Second, which salt should be used? Iodized salt is chemically processed, whereas natural salt is sendha namak, also known as Pakistani salt. So when we use that salt, it is comparatively better for the body and it tastes better and has lower sodium content. If iodized salt is replaced with sendha namak, blood pressure will stay controlled and hypertension related issues can also be avoided. Secondly, those with high BP should take Sarpagandha tablets, which are available from any Ayurvedic company. Taking one tablet in morning and one in evening will help in controlling your blood pressure. And that is true. If complications arise, then consult a nearby Ayurvedic physician for proper guidance. However, Sarpagandha tablets can help stabilize your blood pressure effectively and very soon. So you have to take care of some things. BP should completely avoid tea and coffee. They act like poison for them. Caffeinated drinks immediately spike BP. Also avoid fizzy drinks. These things do not benefit you. If diet and lifestyle are managed properly, BP will remain under control. However, if neglected, it can lead to severe complications over a period of time. One should not let the illness take over the mind. The disease can be controlled, but often when a patient visits a doctor, they are told you have this condition, now you have to take medicine. Doctors create such a mindset for them. But in today's time, there are so many patients who have stopped taking BP medications through Ayurveda. Many have stopped diabetes medications because their sugar levels are now controlled. There are many patients whose videos are available on YouTube on our channel as well. You can also watch it there, how they have got relief.
You talked about this table salt, and what I heard is that you can add salt while cooking, but you should not add it on top. Is there any science behind this? Should not add it on top. Only the amount added earlier should remain. What is the science
Look,
behind
what
this?
used to happen earlier was that we only added salt while we were cooking food.
Right.
Earlier, we didn't sprinkle it on
Okay.
top. And what happens in the West is they don't add it while cooking, they sprinkle
They
it on
sprinkle
top.
on
They
top,
only
right?
sprinkle the salt on top. So when we saw that we were adding salt while cooking and also copying the West by sprinkling it on the top, the salt intake that we were doing
It
was
will
doubled.
double, right.
Sodium increased. So the concept of table salt comes from outside. It is not an Indian concept. When we add salt while cooking, it is better for us. It gets properly digested and it is healthy for our body as well. When we add salt from top after cooking, it harms our body.
Okay.
So salt is doubled and the sodium is increased in the body.
So you mean that when salt is added during cooking it gets absorbed
It is better and
right?
that's how we used to put
Yes.
salt. We have been using salt this way since the beginning.
Correct.
But what did we do? We just started blindly copy things. We changed our toilet seats as well. Earlier we used Indian toilet seats and now we are switching to Western ones. We are using table salt. We used to eat in Sukhasan earlier, but now we are eating at the dining table. We have changed everything which is around us. It is because of these changes our bodies have become a hub for diseases and illnesses. There are scientific reasons behind all these things, why we shouldn't do them and what side effects they have. But if I say it in short, we need to return to our own culture. We should observe that our ancestors used to live for at least 100 years, whereas today the average life expectancy in India has dropped to 60-65 years. In Japan, there are 1 lakh such people who are over 100 years old. What a significant
That's
fact.
a big thing.
Over there, life is so good that people are living long and healthy lives. But over here, people are getting heart attack at 60, facing problems at 65, meaning the average age has come down.
Right, sir, right. There is a one thing that is also a problematic. Weight issues are a big problem nowadays. People, obviously, there are many reasons for it. Lifestyle, diet, as you mentioned, many things are disturbed. So, if someone is overweight, and what Ayurvedic solution can be followed for that?
Look, many overweight patients have successfully reduced their weight. And how is that? By following basic principles. The most important thing is that whenever we eat, we should drink our food. We have to drink what we are eating.
Okay.
We have to drink our food. So when we eat, we have to chew it properly and slowly until it turns into a paste in our mouth before taking it in the
Okay.
stomach. We should eat it in such a way that it turns into liquid form in the mouth. So you must have heard of chewing 32 to 40 times. The reason behind it is that the food turns into liquid form, it gets digested properly, and when it turns into liquid, the amylase enzyme in our mouth mixes with it and helps digest it properly in the body. That benefits a lot. So the first thing we need to do is this thing.
Okay.
Second, for those who want to lose weight, they need to eliminate a poison, and that poison is called sugar. This sugar is the second most addictive substance after cocaine, and sugar is present everywhere around us in sweets, drinks, fizzy drinks, cold drinks, tea, coffee, and even in some places people add sugar to dals and vegetables in many places.
Yes, maybe in Gujarat. Yes, yes, sweet,
Yes.
sweet.
So this sugar is very harmful for our body. There is nothing in sugar that our body needs. Our body needs many nutrients like vitamins, minerals, proteins, phosphorus, and things like potassium, but sugar has none of that. Sugar only contains poison. We used to not use sugar before. We only used to have jaggery and shakkar. But nowadays we have become so addicted to sugar that we are consuming it in excess. And for those who want to lose weight, the first thing they need to do is cut down on sugar.
Right, okay.
After that, for those who want to lose weight, we need to set a food window. Our digestive fire called Jataragni works according to the sun. So, after sunset, we should not eat anything, and before sunrise, we should not eat anything. We will take a 9 to 6 window, which is now known as intermittent fasting today. This was told in Ayurveda thousands of years ago that we should eat within this window when our body can digest food properly. Our digestive fire only works then, but at night we are ordering food online, we are having everything possible. And many people eat only at the night time. I see it every day, they eat only at night and not during the day. So how will the food be digested? The food will get stuck in the intestines, create fat all over the body and cause many troubles. So we also need to make sure that we set our food window.
9 to
Eating
6.
from 9 to 6 after sunset, we should not eat because it will not be digested properly at night time, and that's not good. Along with this, many people say we don't eat much, but they forget what they are eating. In between, what they are eating in the middle, they are eating something every 2 hours, but they don't feel it. This is also happening. So this regular munching habit,
Right.
it causes a lot of harm. We need to avoid it, especially the packaged foods made with palm oil. If you look at the back of the packages from all the big brands, you'll see palm oil. It is written on them.
How bad is palm oil?
Palm oil directly blocks our arteries. It solidifies in them because it is processed at very high temperature. Our body can't digest it properly. Most of the mixtures are made with palm oil because it is the cheapest. Everyone wants profit. So 95% of mixtures are made from palm oil. And as we keep munching on it, we are also inviting all the diseases from all over the world. Salt is a separate issue, sugar is another, and all the packaged foods that we have all have sugar and preservatives in them. These are things that we need to avoid completely. We have to keep these things in mind. Plus, we should definitely do brisk walking. Walking is very beneficial for our body. If possible, start cardiac exercises. For weight loss, at least 30 minutes of brisk walking is very, very important. It's also great for your body in general. It just benefits us. When we walk, everything falls into place and the whole system
It
flows
flows
smoothly.
smoothly, right.
So it's important to focus on these small things. Also try doing 5 minutes of pranayam, especially Anulom Vilom. It will benefit a lot.
Great. One more thing I have heard a few days ago, like you mentioned reels that many people watch, and in it was said, I don't know how, but it was stated that walking after dinner is of no use. Is that true?
You see, many people have a lot of things going on, and it's unfortunate that not everyone provides scientific reasoning behind what they say. Many people have their own theories, but according to Ayurveda, there is clear knowledge of the principles and there is science behind them. In Ayurveda, there is knowledge of the texts and the science behind them. Some people say you should not walk after you eat, and I will explain why. I'll also tell you what we should be doing at night. So, after eating, the best thing for our body is to sit in a Vajrasan.
Okay.
When we sit in Vajrasan after eating, the blood supply to the stomach increases, which helps in better digestion. If we walk after eating, the blood supply is diverted to the legs, reducing the blood supply to the stomach, which affects digestion. You can walk after 20-30 minutes, but if you sit in Vajrasan for 10 to 15 minutes after eating, digestion will improve. This is especially beneficial for people who have digestive problems. So sit in Vajrasan and digest your food properly. And after that, you can walk for 20 minutes or half an hour. And no, walking after dinner is absolutely fine. It's not that walking will harm you in any manner. If you've sat in Vajrasan and then you walk, it will actually enhance your digestion.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So this was just a myth that was going around. Okay,
If we
great.
talk according to Ayurveda, we can present it in this way. It's important to sit in Vajrasan first after you eat and then you can walk.
Okay. Sir, some people, like you talked a lot about mental health, but let me come back once again. A lot of people are in depression nowadays. Depression, stress, anxiety. This is very big category in their mental health. People are even committing suicide because of this. People are very troubled. There is pressure, obviously genuine pressure of the outside world, work, money. So what are the methods having Ayurveda or yoga with the help of which people can improve their mental health, specifically if they are suffering from disease like stress, anxiety, depression? How can they cure it? Because all things led to it. Disease like Alzheimer, etc., led to these. So what solution do we have for this, sir?
Look, first of all, I would like to tell everyone across India that mental problems can be treated. All of them can be solved. We have taken a lot of antidepressants and medicines from around the world, but they all have serious side effects. You can simply Google the chemical medicines you are taking and then read about their side effects. You will understand how dangerous these things are which we are consuming. The pills, the medicines we are taking, they all have serious side effects. There is no chemical medicine which does not have a side effect. So because of that, the disease is becoming even more complicated. And today, a patient came to me who has been suffering from depression for 22 years. And he has also attempted suicide multiple times. So this kind of problem becomes very common in such patients. It really saddens me to see this. If they had come in the beginning, we would have gotten much better results. A simple therapy like Shirodhara, this also gives great results in the cases of depression. And also we have so many brain-boosting herbs like Shankpushpi and Brahmi. If these are used properly, they will not have side effects but only side benefits. Moreover, if we continue to combine it with Panchakarma along with yoga and meditation, the effects will be marvelous, extraordinary. Great results will come for patients of depression and mental health issues. Ayurveda plays a huge role in this, and for many patients, the antidepressants have been stopped. I believe those in early stages can be completely cured without any issues, but as the disease becomes chronic, it will take a bit more time. However, they too will see great results. So what happens is mental blockages develop. Many patients say that this is happening because of that or because of this. So to remove this mental blockage, it is essential to first gain control over our own senses. Conquering the senses is crucial, and this is something we learn from Ayurveda. Because Ayurveda is a science and it's actually an Upaved, a subsidiary knowledge of Atharvaved, which is related to religion. There are more than 100 systems of medicine worldwide, but in no other system we focus on overall health the way we do in Ayurveda. So problems like depression can be fixed from the start if we take some of the steps I mentioned earlier. Along with that, if we follow these steps such as getting Shirodhara and Abhyang done, and even doing Abhyang once a week, the body will remain great.
So what is this Abhyang? Can you explain a
In
little?
simple language, the therapy of Panchkarma, which is a massage on the body, is used, but in this, we apply pressure on different points in the body, which are called marm points, which helps in keeping our body healthy.
Is this acupuncture? right?
Acupuncture is totally different. This is part of Panchkarma therapy. It is part of Panchkarma in which we perform full body treatments using medicated oil. Along with that, if someone has knee pain, we provide Janu Vasti. If someone has back pain, we use Kati Vasti. We do Vrikdhara for kidney problems. So we use different methods and medicated oils for the whole body. So we get great results using the Panchkarma therapy, and we see that the root cause of the illness gets removed.
As you mentioned Panchkarma, I have been learning and understanding about it for the past few days. Nowadays, people are talking a bit about it. They're also saying that it's kind of a body detox. So, how necessary and effective is Panchkarma for those people who do not have any illness?
For those who do not have any illness, it is recommended to undergo Panchkarma for 7 days a year. The techniques like Vaman Virechan, therapeutic vomiting and purgation helps in eliminating the accumulated imbalance in the body. We try to eliminate them through vomiting or through stools. It acts as a detox. If done once a year for 7 days, it can help prevent illnesses. As it is a very powerful technique, many people in Kerala do this regularly as Ayurveda is widely practiced over there. So people practice this technique regularly. So if we do this, along with it, everyone should do Abhyang, a full body oil massage once a week. Visit any Panchkarma center to get Abhyang done and also undergo Vaman and Virechan to detox the whole body. The body will become completely clean. In Ayurveda, when we start medicines, we first detoxify the body through Vaman and Virechan, which is called Shodhan Kriya. After this, we give medicines and their results are much better and they are more effective.
Tell me one more thing. How important is it to have a positive mindset when we are going through any Ayurvedic process in our life?
It is very important. I always tell my patients, whenever you take a medicine, take it with great faith. Look, even a stone becomes an idol when there is belief in it.
Right, sir.
And it is our belief that when we take medicine with complete faith, the efficacy of the medicine increases by 100 times. And sometimes there is also the placebo effect. In the placebo effect, what happens is if certain medicines are given to patients in the medical field and those medicines are just empty capsules, but if the patient has faith in the medicine, there is a 50% chance they will get better.
Right.
Faith is such a powerful thing. You can imagine from this how important it is to do anything with complete faith in it. Even our ancestors used to eat, they would fold their hands. They ate with belief that food has been granted to them, that food will benefit the body more. Before eating, we should definitely thank God, be grateful for the food we've received today, and that food will benefit our body as well. We have also seen the concept of fasting. Whenever there is a religious festival or any occasion like Navratri or Ekadashi, then we keep fasts. The concept of fasting is not for God. God is not pleased with our empty stomach. It is for our own benefit. God has created us in such a way that it is good for us. Whenever we associate something with religion, it gains wide acceptance.
Yes, right.
That's why we associate fasting with religion. And when we do fasting, it becomes so powerful that when we don't eat anything for 24 hours, our GIT, gastrointestinal tract, gets rest. Food takes 4 to 24 hours to digest, so by fasting, GIT gets a break. And secondly, our cells have a healing capacity to fight against the diseases in our own body.
Right.
When we don't eat, the diseased cells in our bodies start to naturally die off. Our good cells like lysosomes in our cells consume these diseased cells in a process known as autophagy. And this is scientifically proven. The concept of fasting or laghan in Ayurveda was given thousands of years ago, and now it is scientifically proven through global research. This shows how advanced our own science was back then. Now when people fast, they still wonder, what should I eat? Oh, let me eat this. And by the end of the fasting period, they gain 2 kilos more.
Exactly.
So, it is important to understand the proper way of fasting. There are 2 types of fasting. One is complete fasting, other is fruit fasting. Means either you are not eating anything. So, if possible, you can be on a liquid diet. Some people do that too. Depending on their physical strength, as it can vary from person to person. Or you can choose to eat fruits and follow a fruit-based fasting. So when we don't consume food for 24 hours, the possibility of diseases in our body reduces as the diseased cells automatically start to eliminate. Cancer cells also get eliminated if we fast. If we fast regularly, like once every 15 days during Ekadashi, and personally, I have been fasting once a week for the past 10 years continuously. Yes, and the benefit is that the body doesn't fall sick. It stays fit and your energy levels increase, your mental health improves, and you also gain better control over your senses.
The glow is probably the effect of fasting and a healthy lifestyle.
Yes. So it is very important that we follow fasting in a proper way. We should observe it correctly and do it religiously.
So, Ekadashi fasting every 15 days is good. It would be ideal to have at least one fast
If
in a
we
month.
fast once a week, it's very good for the body. But if someone cannot manage it, they can fast once every 15 days, once a month, once in 3 months. But they should definitely fast.
Right.
That's true. Fasting helps keep our body fit. When COVID 19 hit, I was one of the first ones to get infected. Since it was an external infection, I got COVID. I fasted for 3 days, and after those 3 days, my COVID test came back negative. I had a positive report. And then the negative report came through. There were all kinds of combination drugs being tested worldwide, but no research was final as to what to take and what not. Many drugs were being tested and prescribed. And there was a protocol that you have to go to the hospital and get admitted during the first wave of COVID. But within 3 days of fasting, the positive result for COVID 19 turned negative. Langhan is nothing but fasting. If any fever or illness is there, it can be controlled through fasting. If something as dangerous as COVID can be controlled. So, there was so much mental fear, and many people who did not die from COVID 19, they ended up dying from the fear of this deadly
Right.
disease. They were worried about not getting oxygen or the right treatment. So at that time, staying mentally strong is very important. When we talk about mental health, it was crucial to remain strong during that period. I saw many people who went to the hospital for the first time. They saw what was happening around them, how people were struggling, and out of that fear, they also got affected. They couldn't handle it. It led to heart problems, heart attacks, and similar issues. So even a disease as severe as COVID 19 can be treated through fasting and Langhan. It is such a powerful method.
So, doctor, one more thing that's very important. Many people today, including people I know, suffer from constipation and don't have proper digestion. One reason I feel could be, as you shared earlier, the shift from the Indian style toilet to the Western style toilet. This could be a major cause. So, how can we actually solve this issue if we don't have the option to use an Indian style toilet?
To treat constipation, one of the best and most powerful methods is to drink water as soon as we wake up in the morning, which everyone knows, but how and how much water to drink is another important aspect. When we wake up in the morning, we should drink water while sitting in squat position. Like we are using an Indian style toilet seat, so in this position, if we drink water, the Apan Vayu gets activated, which helps in clearing the stools in our body. By sitting in this position, the blockage of Apan Vayu gets released, allowing the body to clear the bowels effectively. But it is important not to drink too much. We should not drink more than 150 or 200 ml of water at a time. There should be a gap between sips. So if we drink 1.5 or 2 glasses of water while sitting in the squat position, the activation of Apan Vayu helps clear the stomach effectively. And after this, when we move to the regular toilet seat, the process becomes very much smoother. If we follow this, we sit in squat position and drink 1.5 to 2 glasses of water very slowly. 90% of people will see their constipation get resolved. Especially if it's not chronic, just by following this simple practice, constipation can be cured. So we should drink water while sitting in the squat position always. Earlier we used to urinate while sitting in a squat position. Now people are standing while urinating in a sitting position. It is increasing the problem of prostate. If we urinate in squat position, our bladder empties properly, our stomach and urinary system work effectively. When we urinate in squat position, the urine doesn't remain in bladder and it helps prevent prostate problems, which is now increasing in people. Prostate enlargement, which is becoming a serious issue especially among males, can be avoided by using the Indian style toilet seat. Earlier, we heard so much about prostate problems, but now prostate enlargement is common and it eventually leads to prostate cancer. If we use the squat position, the Malasan, for urination, prostate issues can be significantly reduced, risk of prostate cancer can be minimized, and constipation will be completely cured.
Correct.
And you will also get many side benefits after this practice, but we need a lot of time for that talk.
Right. Certainly, sir. Another point I would like to bring up, which we discussed earlier, is that when we talk about Ayurveda, there is no one very important element, which is meditation. I promote meditation a lot and talk about it often. So, the practice of meditation or any specific method of meditation, if someone is just starting their journey, beginning meditation, what is the best approach they should follow and they can gain maximum benefits?
Look, many people don't understand what meditation really is. Maybe your viewers understand it well because you explain it clearly, but for those who are completely new to meditation, they don't need to do much. Just give your mind 10 minutes of rest. Because we are so busy today, constantly occupied, so there is a lot of pressure on our brain. So, to relax it, we need meditation. Simply close your eyes and focus on your breath. That's all. On the in and out
Right.
breathing, if we focus on
Right.
that, our brain will relax significantly. So, anyone who wants to meditate should definitely do this. Even if we do it for 5 minutes, it will benefit our brain and release good hormones throughout our body. When we are under stress, our bad hormones are released, such as cortisol, which negatively impacts our body. Now, saying to someone not to take stress would not be right because stress is a part of everyone's life today. What's important is managing stress. The people who can manage it stay fine, while those who cannot manage stress, they end up experiencing some form of illness. So, if we do this for 5 minutes, it's a 5-minute exercise on daily basis. It will be beneficial in stress management as well.
Amazing, amazing, amazing. Thank you, sir. To
Thank
be
you.
honest, I really don't want to end this, and I'm sure there are many things left untouched that people will still want to know. And I wish to have you again for this soon, sir. If anyone wants a part two, because there are so many questions, I have many questions as well. But since it's already been a long time, we'll have to wrap it up. But if you want to a part two, leave a comment and I'll call the doctor again. And one more thing, doctor. One final piece of advice that you would
Yeah.
like to give our audience.
So, to all those who are suffering from any kind of illness, I would like to say that you should definitely seek refuge in Ayurveda and undergo Ayurvedic treatment. Whether it's herbal medicine or Panchakarma therapy, you will see excellent results through this. But before coming, don't just come because someone told you or you heard it from someone. Come there with complete belief in it. That belief will help a lot in healing your illness and will be very beneficial in curing the disease which you have. It is very important that whatever we eat, whatever medicine we are taking, and whatever food we consume, we do so with complete faith, satisfaction, and focus. At that moment, focus entirely on the food. That way, the food will benefit our body and help in creation of 7 tissues, keeping the body healthy and preventing us from illnesses.
So thank you so much, sir, for this. And one last question, sir. If any person wants to get in touch with you directly, because I know you have a YouTube channel and Instagram, is there any other way they can connect with you directly?
We have 15 clinics and hospitals across India in all major metro cities. If anyone needs a consultation, they can call us for guidance. Otherwise, you can consult any nearby Ayurvedic doctor if possible. Try to recover without medication by focusing on diet and yoga, as that is the best approach that you can follow. Ayurvedic medicine should also be a last resort. First, make an effort to heal through diet and yoga.
Amazing, sir, and thank you so much for
Thank you.
this. And
Thank
I'm
you.
sure that today's entire podcast will bring a lot of knowledge and good health to many people. Because somewhere I feel I also realize that Ayurveda is something we have forgotten to some extent.
Yes.
And maybe today is the time through this podcast that we can start implementing some of these things in our lives. And if we see its impact, we can adopt it in every area of life.
Yes.
So even though you have mentioned that people can reach out anywhere, I will still add all the links in description, your website details, links, everything. And if you feel like consulting directly, you can reach out to their vast hospital chain. But one more most important thing that you can do all. Make sure to follow them on social media platforms so you can directly consume the content they create and receive the same vibration and energy firsthand. I hope you guys understand. Sir, it's an honor to have
Thank you so much. Pleasure.